Hi everyone, my name is Peñaranda. Today I want to talk about climate change. Why climate change is a part of our social issue here in the Philippines, but not only here, also in the other part of the world. What is climate change? Climate change refers to long-term changes in temperature and weather patterns, but despite this, climate change is as natural as its true variation of the solar cycle. But since the 18th, the daily activities of humans have been the main cause of climate change, mainly due to the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas. Burning fossil fuels generate greenhouse gas emissions that act like a blanket wrap around the earth that traps the sun's heat and raise the temperature. Example of greenhouse gas emissions caused by climate change include carbon dioxide and methane. These come from the use of fuel to drive cars or coal to heat buildings. For example, clearing land and forests can also release carbon dioxide. Landfills for waste are a major source of methane emissions. It has affected people's energy and our environment as well. Industry, transportation, buildings, agriculture, and land use are among the main emitters in our country. Many people think that climate change mainly means warmer temperatures, but the rise in temperatures is just starting. Because the Earth is a system where everything is connected, changes in one place can influence change in all others. The consequences of today's climate change include, among others, severe droughts, water shortage, severe fires of buildings, trees, and grasses, rising sea levels, flooding, melting of polar ice, catastrophic storms, and biodiversity decline. Climate change can affect our health, ability to grow food, housing, safety, and employment. Some of us are more vulnerable to the effects of climate, like people living in small islands or provinces here in our country. Rising sea levels, intrusion of salt water have reached the point where residents have to move faster and safe to the safer place. And prolonged droughts are putting people at risk of famine. And in the future, the number of climate refugees is expected to increase. I am concerned with the impact of climate change on protecting people, homes, business, livelihoods, infrastructure, and natural ecosystem. It also covers current impacts and future ones. It will be necessary to connect in all areas, but the priority should now be given to vulnerable people who have few resources to cope with the risks that are happening now in our climate. Early warning system for disasters, for example, save human lives, property, and can deliver benefits up to 10 times the initial cost.